Hello everyone. Come to my YouTube channel Mukku. My name is Mukku. Today we are going to discuss the flowing topic. Is it the end of Adani's groups? What is Hindenburg research? How it affected Adani's groups? What are the major points of Hindenburg research? What's Adani's response no the Hindenburg research? What are Hindenburg research's replies to Adani's response? How Hindenburg research affected Adani's groups? About Hindenburg research. Hindenburg Research LLC is an investment research firm with a focus on activist short selling founded by Nathan Anderson, based in New York City. Named after the 1937 Hindenburg disaster, which they characterize as a human-made avoidable disaster, the firm generates public reports via its website that allege corporate fraud and malfeasance. Companies that have been the subjects of their reports include Adani Group, Nikola, Clover Health, Kandi, Lordstown Motors, and Technoglass. These reports also feature defenses of the practice of short selling and how they play a critical role in exposing fraud and protecting investors while holding short positions in the company before publishing reports. What is the issue? On 24th January, we released a report outlining numerous issues of suspected fraud at the Adani Group, the second largest conglomerate in India run by the world's then third richest man. The Hindenburg report has named Gautam Adani along with his family members in what it has called the biggest fraud in corporate history. The report triggered off strongly worded responses from the Adani Group, which called Hindenburg's findings stale and its claims malicious. But that hasn't helped market sentiment around Adani stock, as it has crashed by 50% so far, and has also wiped off more than $65 billion from the firm's market cap. Hindenburg Research Report on Adani's. The major points of the report are as follows. 1. Today we reveal the findings of our 2-year investigation, presenting evidence that the 17.8 trillion Indian rupees $218 billion Indian conglomerate Adani Group has engaged in a brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud scheme over the course of decades. 2. Gautam Adani, founder and chairman of the Adani Group, has amassed a net worth of roughly $120 billion, adding over $100 billion in the past 3 years largely through stock price appreciation in the group's 70 listed companies, which have spiked an average of 819% in that period. 3. Our research involved speaking with dozens of individuals, including former senior executives of the Adani Group, reviewing thousands of documents, and conducting diligence site visits in almost half a dozen countries. 4. Even if you ignore the findings of our investigation and take the financials of Adani Group at face value, its 7 key listed companies have an 85% downside purely on a fundamental basis owing to sky-high valuation. Adani's response. Adani replied with 413 pages in those pages important points. I am quoting. This is not merely an unwarranted attack on any specific company but a calculated attack on India, the independence, integrity and quality of Indian institutions, and the growth story and ambition of India. There are 3 key themes from the Hindenburg report. 1. Selective and manipulative presentation of matters already in the public domain to create a false narrative. 2. Complete ignorance or deliberate disregard of the applicable legal and accounting standards as well as industry practice. 3. Contempt for the Indian institutions, including the regulators and the judiciary. If you really like my video, please subscribe, share, like and comment. Hindenburg Research reply on 413 pages. Adani failed to specifically answer 62 of our 88 questions. Of the questions it did answer, the group largely confirmed or attempted to sidestep our findings. Our report asked 88 specific questions of the Adani Group. In its response, Adani failed to specifically answer 62 of them. Instead, it mainly grouped questions together in categories and provided generalized deflections. Our report alleged that Adani Group has engaged in billions of US dollars in suspicious dealings with its chairman's brother, Vinod Adani, and his labyrinth of offshore shell entities. These dealings raised serious questions about stock and accounting manipulation. Adani's defense, Vinod Adani, brother to the chairman, is not a related party to the group and there are no disclosable conflicts relating to this web of opaque transactions. Effects on Adani's shares. Adani's crisis deepens as stock rout hits $108 billion. After the company's stock price crashed 28% on 2nd February, billionaire Gautam Adani-led Adani Enterprises NSE 1.38% today called off its 20,000 crore rupees follow-on public offer, FPO, and said money will be returned to investors. The decision by Credit Suisse to stop accepting bonds of Adani Group companies as collateral for margin loans to private banking clients may have triggered panic selling in Adani counters in the bond and equity markets, with the latter seeing a $23 billion wiped out in one trading session on Wednesday. What is Credit Suisse? Credit Suisse is a Swiss multinational investment bank and financial services company headquartered in Zurich, Switzerland. It provides investment banking, private banking, and asset management services to clients around the world. It was founded in 1856 and has operations in more than 50 countries. U.S. share market. As allegations of fraud by the Adani Group in the Hindenburg report left investors stressed, Nifty 50 stock Adani Enterprises has been removed from Dow Jones Sustainability Indices. Adani Enterprises will be removed from the Dow Jones Sustainability Indices following a media and stakeholder analysis triggered by allegations of accounting fraud, Dow Jones said in a statement. What is Dow Jones? The Dow Jones Industrial Average, DJI, is a stock market index that measures the performance of 30 large companies listed on the stock exchange in the United States. It is one of the oldest and most widely followed stock market indices in the world and is considered a barometer of the overall performance of the US stock market and economy. The DJI is calculated by adding the prices of the 30 stocks and dividing by a divisor, which adjusts for stock splits and other changes in the composition of the index. India politicians on Adani's. The opposition on Thursday tried to corner the Narendra Modi-led government, both in parliament and outside, as the Adani Group's shares continued to tank and the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, sought details from banks about their exposure to Adani companies. SEBI probes. On Wednesday, it was reported that SEBI was examining the recent crash in shares of Adani Group and looking into any possible irregularities in a share sale by its flagship company. A Reuters report said that SEBI is undertaking a full-scale examination of the fall in shares of the Adani Groups. What is SEBI? SEBI stands for the Securities and Exchange Board of India. It is the regulatory body for the securities market in India, responsible for protecting the interests of investors in securities and promoting the development of the securities market. Some of its functions include licensing and regulating stock exchanges, brokers, and other intermediaries, enforcing securities laws, and promoting fair and transparent securities markets. Way forward. Adani's group needs to regain his trust, then only they will regain their name and wealth again. Thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comments. Until then, have a good day and I will see you in the next video.